Welcome to the Kentucky Automated Permitting System, also known as KAPS, user tutorial videos. This video will guide you through steps for modifying a route with via points in KAPS at kyautomatedpermitsystem.com. This and other tutorial videos can be found on the login page via the User Training Resources link. KAPS allows you the option to request certain routes by using via points. These points can be entered by specifying certain highways to be used, or by selecting points on the map to be included when determining the route. Via points are typically entered when the system-generated route is not the preferred route. For this example, I have selected a route beginning at 242 Locust Farm Road, Lexington, Kentucky 40511, and ending at 249 Camp Daniel Boone Road, Lexington, Kentucky 40515. The origin and destination have already been set. Once you click Route, KAPS will determine the safest route of travel and display a map of that route. If the route does not travel on the highways you would like to go, the route can be changed to your liking by entering via points. Via points can be specific highways or map locations and can be added using the Trip Entry panel. Click the Expand chevron to open this panel. Please note that if your gross vehicle weight is 200,000 or greater, your generated route could cross over denied bridges. When there are denied bridges applicable to your load, the denied bridges will display as a red balloon on the map. A yellow message will display at the top of the screen listing different recommendations for a valid route. If your route crosses any of the denied bridges, the route is not valid and will be submitted for bridge review. A way to avoid the denied bridges is to use the via points functionality to route around these bridges. To route using specific highways, click the Add Via Point button and select Highway from the Via Point Type drop-down list. An empty field text will be displayed to enter the highway names of the preferred route of travel. Enter highways using KYTC highway naming in order of travel separated by commas. Highway names must be entered in the proper format, such as I for interstate, US for US highway, or KY for Kentucky highway, followed by a hyphen and the road number. Separate road names with a comma only and omit any spaces. For this example route, I want to travel on US 25, KY 4, and US 27 to the destination. Once the highways have been entered, click the Route button to recalculate the trip to include the requested via highways entered. If the route requested has any restrictions, the system will ignore the request and route an approved route. Click the Get Restriction Information for Road Radio button above the map after zooming in, and then click the red highlight located on the highway in question. The restriction information screen will be displayed. This screen gives a detailed description of the restriction affecting travel on the roadway selected. For this example, there is a restriction for local deliveries located on this section of highway, so the system will not allow us to travel that way. You can then adjust your route as needed. If you don't happen to know the exact names of the highway you want to travel, you can enter via points by clicking specific locations to be routed using the map display. I'll use the same origin and destination as before and click the Route button to generate the original route. Expand the Trip Entry panel and select Find on Map from Via Point Types drop-down list. Click the Find on Map link to display the map. From here, I'm going to select the city of origin as my focus city, which will be Lexington, and click the Go button. This will focus the map on Lexington. Drag the map along the route you want to travel, selecting points as you go. For this route, we want to travel KY 1967, KY 169, US 68, and KY 1980 to the destination. I'm going to find KY 1967 and the quickest way to get to KY 1967 on the map, which is KY 1681. Make sure you are zoomed in close enough to see both directions of travel, so I will zoom in as close as I can here. Click the Select Radio button above the map, and click a point on KY 1681. Please note that via points do not have to be entered in consecutively traveled order. You can decide if you want to add this point to the end of the list or before a specific via point by selecting the option from the drop-down list located above the map. If you forget a point, you can add that point even after you've already selected several via points on the map. Zoom out and continue dragging the map along the route of travel. Repeat the previous step, selecting different points on the highways to travel. I will select points on KY 1967, KY 169, US 68, and KY 1980. I want to be sure I'm zoomed in close enough to select a point on the road in which the correct direction is traveled. Once the points are selected, click the Done button above the map. If there are extra or unwanted via points in the list, they can be removed by clicking the Remove link next to the via point. Click the Route button to run the requested route. If there are any restrictions, the system will route as close to the requested route as possible. The map will be displayed for your review. You can see your requested route has been highlighted in blue. Turn-by-turn directions are located under the map to validate the route of travel. And this concludes the KAPS user tutorial video on how to modify a route using via points. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, more videos are always available for your convenience.